Michelle Obama whined to Ellen DeGeneres on Wednesday that all we have is hope with the current political climate. She's right. Democrats lost 1,000 seats since Barack Obama took office in 2009. The Hill reported. Michelle Obama has a message for Americans who are frightened by the current political climate: remain hopeful. All we have is hope, the former First Lady says in a preview clip from Thursday's Ellen show. Obama's sit-down with host Ellen DeGeneres marks her first TV interview since leaving the White House last year. People are afraid, but then there are people who feel good about the direction of the country, so I mean, that's what makes this country complicated because it's made up of so many different people from different backgrounds, Obama tells DeGeneres, when asked what advice she'd give people who find the world to be a scary place right now. The thing I learned in the 8 years that I was in the White House is that what we do every day in our lives, the good things that we do every day, and we know we do it, we show empathy, we care for each other, we do have a lot in common, says Obama. That's what it means to lead with hope and not fear. I would just encourage your viewers, the country, to do the things we do every day, to love each other, to take care of each other, to show empathy, and you can't do that only when people make you feel good or safe, the 54-year-old Obama said, without mentioning President Trump. We've got to do it all across the board. I think we'll be fine, Michelle. President Donald J. Trump had arguably the best first year for any president in U.S. history since Washington, in spite of massive headwinds from the actions of the corrupt and criminal prior administration, the Democrat Party and their MSM. Below is a list of his major accomplishments. President Trump was inaugurated on January 20, 2017, 1 year ago. Since then his accomplishments are nothing short of miraculous. In spite of massive attacks from the MSM, an investigation created through the efforts of the prior corrupt administration, and a Democrat Party that does all they can to derail him, the president kept his promises and did all he could to make America great again. The results speak for themselves. The economy dash. The U.S. stock market is a barometer of economic activity, and since President Trump was elected president it has skyrocketed. The stock market on Wednesday, January 17, 2018, this past week, says it all. On that day the Dow broke 26,000 points for the first time in its history. As a result the Dow broke the record for the fastest 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 and 7,000 point increases between major milestones in the history of the Dow. All of these increases occurred since Donald Trump was elected president. The Dow today stands at 26,071.7. It is up 42% since the 2016 election and 31% since last year's inauguration. The Dow had more all-time closing highs in 2017 than any year in history. President Trump enjoys 95 all-time highs since his election and 78 since his inauguration. The Dow is up an amazing 7,739 points since the election. Americans of all walks of life are seeing their 401ks explode because of President Trump. Today there are more people working than at any time in U.S. history. More than 2 million new jobs were created in 2017 under President Trump, and as a result more than 160 million people are working in the U.S. today. President Trump increased the GDP growth rate to above 3% in the second and third quarters, and the fourth quarter was sizzling. President Trump could reach a 3% GDP growth rate his first year in office, an annual GDP that the U.S. hasn't seen in a decade. At the end of the third quarter the national GDP reached $19.5 trillion for the highest recorded GDP in U.S. history. The president's tax plan passed in late December and is already benefiting Americans and American companies. Employees will see increases in their pay next month due to the lower federal taxes. Millions of Americans have received bonuses due to the tax cuts, and major companies have announced plans to move capital and operations to the U.S. due to these cuts. The benefits of these cuts haven't even transpired yet, but the excitement amongst workers and companies is electric. 2018 is poised to have one of the greatest economies in U.S. history. Foreign policy. President Trump vowed to destroy ISIS. Despite President Obama saying that ISIS will be around for a generation, these murderers and terrorists in the Middle East were decimated over the past year. Both Syria and Iraq have declared victory over ISIS, and due to President Trump's resolve, less than 1,000 ISIS fighters are estimated remaining. President Trump met with the Pope, leaders of 50 Muslim countries and Israeli and European leaders in his first trip abroad. He demanded that the Muslim leaders remove radicals from their countries.
Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe our channel for more news videos daily and for what's viral today. Also turn on post notifications and don't miss nothing. A thumbs up really makes me blessed.